How curious is this? It's a star date. Make sure there's no people around. It's October 22nd right now. Captain's off. No, don't look at me that way. I am a good girl. Oh wow, there's a whole lawn chair. Make sure I'm not stumbling up on somebody. Okay, so, anywho, star date. October 22nd. Woohoo, Captain's off. Yeah. Holy moly, that's a lot of steam rolling off there. So, anywho, as I'd kind of teased and hinted, I figured we'd come see this bridge. Now, it is a chilly 42 degrees, and yes, I am wearing my waders. Otherwise, I am super duper happy. Not only are we at this bridge, we are at 205 subscribers. Wow. Thank you for joining 204 and 205th subscriber. Those who haven't already, please do subscribe. It's free. Best part, hit the bell icon so you are notified when I do post stuff. And then like, comment, and share. I'm also trying to get as much rivering in as I can here because, again, if the weatherman's correct, looks like we're going to get more rain. Otherwise, I see a bunch of seagulls, so hopefully we'll get out there. I want to see what kind of sandbars are exposed past all that river mist and fog. So, I guess let me go ahead and shut it off. I think I see a little blob in the tree already. Okay, let's see what we can find out here. Alright, it's straight up 8 o'clock on the dot. And we have got our first flaky. That's actually kind of a nice flake, too. Oh, I guess I got my flashlight on. Doggone it. Oh, well. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay. I think that's a big bird. I can't tell. What is that? I can't see legs. Could that be an eagle? Okay. Otherwise, yeah. Oop, hang on. I have found stuff here in these gravels. So better slow my roll. Otherwise, I do see some Canada geese. I still have that curious blob in the tree. I don't know what he could be. Could be an eagle, could be an osprey, could be a vulture. Maybe it is a crow, I don't know. Doesn't strike me as very big, but you know, he is kind of far away. But here are the Canada geese. Yep, there they go. Alright. Well, see a lot of... I do see some exposed ground. Okay, it's not too bad. I just have to get a little further and find a shallow point. See what the fault. Oh, I see some yelling. Hold on. Ooh, got something that just perched up there. Right there. God bless it. Got something big and blobby. That might be our eagle, maybe. Alright. Still got a lot of mist on the water. Okay, it's 8:06. And we have Eagle Blob 1. I kind of wonder if they're ospreys because I heard them up. There goes the second one. That was... Sorry. He was sitting up there in the trees and I heard osprey. Oh, there goes... There he goes out of the tree. I can't see nothing much more than a silhouette. So I'm kind of wondering out loud if that is an osprey as well. Otherwise, we are finally here. Oh, happy day. I've missed you so much. Yeah, these little gravel beds have been good to me in the past, and hopefully they will continue to be. Good call wearing the waders, because I don't know, I might have been okay with my muck boots, but I probably would have flooded them. And with it being as chilly as it is this morning, that just could not be cool. And no, pun was not intended there. Yeah, it would not be cool walking around and stuff. So anywho, it looks like we got a little bit of shallows here. Kind of interesting to see what the rest of the riverbed looks like since all the water's been dumped from the dam. Otherwise, I see some Osage oranges. Still see a lot of river mist. Alright, well, I guess let's shut this off. We got some sunlight. They said temperatures are supposed to be warmer today. I didn't catch just how warm, but this ain't happening right now. And I'm sure by the time I get ready to leave, I'll be shucking a hoodie or two. I'm doubled up here. Well, so we got the promises certainly here. Be a while before the leaves fall before we can see the eagle nest, though. Alright then, guess let's shut it off. I'm super duper stoked to see what we can discover today. Okay, so it's about 8:16, and thank you, Jesus, we got our first flaky. No, this is not staged. This is exactly as I encountered it. Yeah, a comment yesterday, I was like, no, that pink arrowhead was not staged. I legit walked up on it total last minute. Now, that said, I will be the first to admit I thought it was a salted, or wondered if it could be a salted artifact. And what I mean by salted artifact is on the different Facebook Oklahoma arrowhead, artifact pages, I'd seen people talk about salting, which I guess apparently you'll either make your own, or heck, even going, the tourist stops. God bless, I cannot talk today. The souvenir tourist shops, that have the jasper or the obsidian modernly made arrowheads. You'll take some of those, and I've heard people throwing them on the riverbeds or the creeks just to throw, especially newbie walker hunters off. Although, I don't personally think that's a modern made pink arrowhead, but I don't know. I'd honestly have to take it to an expert and have it appraised, if it is something that's, 600 years or just, 6 months, But I kind of think it's more, a couple hundred years old. It's not a Dalton or a Clovis that are like 9,000 years old paleo artifacts, but, I don't think it's anything modern, but that's just me. Alrighty, well, got a lot of good rocks. I'll have to see what the spillway over yonder looks like. And then I probably need to check river cast. That'll make a good banner stone. Anyhow, probably better check a pulse with river cast. Hopefully, Call Dam will hold off and give us a little bit more time to explore. That's what I'm desperately hoping. I won't be able to lollygag and take my time, because eventually I will have to go back and set up for work for later. But that's, I've got basically till noon off, so that'll be good. I kind of needed the break, especially just real life, everyday life stuff, and then losing my uncle on Sunday. Ooh, that's a pretty chippy. So, and I mean, his funeral service isn't until technically, I think it's November 26th, give or take. But it's clear down by Houston, Texas. even if I wasn't driving, because I've seen those tall expressways. That's the stuff of my nightmares. If I was driving, I'd probably lock up in sheer terror. No joke. Oh. Where are you at? That's a baldy. Oh, yay. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, he's flying fast. Where you going, buddy? He's flying low, like maybe... Well, he is booking it. Oh, I think he landed behind that tree. Oh well, at least we got to see it. Bald eagle at that. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, by the way, if anyone feels, I mean, that's just my beliefs, and I'm not preaching and advocating that you must believe the same that I do, so I'm just putting that out there. That's just my beliefs and my expressions, and I don't pressure it on anyone, so thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, otherwise, I'd like a little bit more sun before we go down there, but I guess we'll clear these rocks, throw up some banner stones, I'm sure. And, yeah, I need to check the pulse with the rubber cast, too. Alright, then. Stand by. I think that's an immature eagle. Alright. God bless it. Thank you, Jesus. Well, getting treated to eagles, and that's kind of what I was hoping for coming here. Now, goodness knows it's been a hot minute, but last I knew of, there was an eagle bridge, or an eagle nest that side of the bridge on that side of the bank. That's eagle nest 1. And then somewhere in here will be eagle nest number 2. There used to be a third one way over yonder. Wait. There's another one. I can't tell what he is, though. Maybe he is a bald eagle, too. I don't know. Okay. Alright, I need to quit squirreling. Oh, I see my banner stones. Yay! Okay, it's just about 8:30. Found a few little chippies and some navy glass. Call dam. God is smiling upon us. They did not release as of 8. Now, for arguable sake, not to say they could go rip-roaring at 9 o'clock. So I just have to certainly keep my eyes... Sorry. I'm trying to throw up some banner markers showing where I have been versus where I haven't. So anyhow, we are kind of getting our way to the spillway, but I just want to make sure I'm not overlooking anything shiny and special here too. I think we are the only signs of human life down here. There's the crane way over yonder. Maybe someday we'll visit that too. I kind of miss the crane. But that is a walk, especially in the winter. Yeah. Okay. Well, seeing a little bit of gold, more golds and yellows in the trees here. Curious. Okay, literally it's 8:33. Literally a few minutes later. And we got this little pretty hunk of pink. Kind of flat on one side. Alright, pretty little flaky. We'll take it, absolutely. Thank you. Okay, we got all this little gravels. Guess we'll kind of walk and clear this gravel as we kind of do a loop and work our way back to the spillway, I think. Yeah, there's a stick. Yay! That might help. Goodness gracious, sorry gang. Well, either I use it as a marker, just roughing up gravels or even both. Okay. No eagles. Oh, sorry, gang. I suck. Oh, there goes my bag. Dang it. Okay, this caught my eye, but I think it's just a flaky flake versus something of artifactory value, but let's check it out. There's my bag again. There's some pretty coloring, though, I gotta say. Oh, pretty flaky debitage. As always, thank you, Jesus. I always love a good flaky. Alrighty, otherwise it's pretty quiet. I don't see any eagles. And no other signs of human life. Alrighty. Oop! Incoming Baldy. Why do they always do this? I think he is beelining towards the nest, though. And the nest would probably be, I think, behind that. That's like the 4th time I dropped my bag this morning. Okay. Well, I guess we'll check out this little gravel field. And we'll continue to work our way down there. I kind of wish there was more gravels exposed, but oh well. Alright, it's 8:48 or so. You know, maybe it's 8:43, I don't know. We got a few little flakies. I'm not seeing too much exposed. I mean, I see a little bit of exposed. God bless, I cannot hold the phone. So usually that little... Okay, so this area, there's a lot of it underwater. Sorry. Can I shrink back out? There we go, much better. Otherwise, well, you know, I guess we could. Okay, let's check that one. I need to clear this area. I don't know if we're going to check the shallows or not. I guess it looks just how much of the gravels we can see under the water, I guess. Otherwise, we might go over by the eagle tree, as I call it, and see what other cool stuff we can find over there, maybe. And again, providing the dam cooperates, so... Okay. Oh, there's my bag. So we'll go ahead and dump the chippies and see if we can find any other ones to join the party and stuff. Yeah. Hopefully we can find some fun glass. Or a bison skull. Dang it. I think my buddy Brian's wife found one yesterday or the day, relatively recent. And that's like one of my bucket list finds. Okay, it's about 8:50. Pardon me. Now, I don't know what this is. It was shining. It sure looks suspicious. That looks like a straight edge. But we might get faked out, too. So I guess, let's see. Oh. It's... Wow. It's a fake out flake is what it is. But thank you, Jesus, all the same. I thought I heard eagle noises. Okay, maybe not. Okay, unfortunately I did not get a timestamp on this one. You know, we found a few flakies. Look at this pink one. It's a nice little pink debitage flake. Okay. Got a little bit of gravels, but we'll see what the shallows look like. Ideally, I would like to check out and see if we can find any cool knife blades or anything like that over yonder by the eagle tree, too. Alright, well, let me keep kicking and shuffling and see what we can accomplish and all. Alright. Well, it does look like this has gotten changed up, maybe just a little. Looks like the rocks kind of got spread out a little bit more. I don't know. And again, without it being off for a couple days, you know, kind of get a more accurate feel, but yeah, I think maybe the rocks got spread out a little bit with all the wash. Alright then. It's about 9:15 or so. Found a few other chippies. Still a bit too early to check river cast, and my bag's way over there. Okay. Well, I guess. Well, I guess I could pivot and clear that area real quick and then work my way back to the bag. Yeah, I think I'll clear this area real quick. Make sure we're not going to overlook a calf creek or even a bird point. Okay, we're in the shallows, but not really finding much. I just found a little pink chippy. It is probably about time to check with the river cast app as well. Getting a little start deeper. This will work more in the shallows. Ugh. I had a bald eagle fly up in the tree. I just couldn't get my camera out fast enough, so hopefully we'll see him again soon. Wait a minute. I don't know about this, and this may be a cruel joke, but hang on. Yeah, it is a cruel joke. I'm just trying to see what direction I need to take. Actually, I need to shut the phone off and go look at Rivercast a bit. Okay, it's about 9:34. Found a few flakies and some maybe glass. Yeah, there's my bag. I got to drop the rest of the flakies off in my bag. And then I think we're going to jut across and kind of check out what that little area, you know, where the eagle tree and that little creek bed is. See if we can find a knife blade or maybe some fun glass even. Other than that, I saw an eagle fly way over yonder in that tree. Of course, I couldn't get my phone out in time. Bad captain. Otherwise, Cod Dam did not release as of 9, so that's a good thing. However, I still gotta be privy, so I'm gonna have to wrap my walk up and go back to work here soon. Well, not soon, but soon enough. Alright, let's cut across here and clear this while we can. I'm seeing a lot more yellow and golds in the tree line here than at the other bridge. Well, it's 9:34. I see some Osage oranges. I see a lot of rocks. I got a lot of good potential. It's just I wish the rocks were a little cleaner. Kind of hard to spot the artifacts and the flakies with all this, but guess while we're here, let's see what we can find. So I see some Osage oranges on the ground. Well, that's a bonus point. There's not very much overgrowth here at all. Thank you, Jesus, for that. And the folks at the Corps of Engineers that operate our Cod Dam, of course. I guess we'll see if we find anything interesting or fun glassy or even old-timey. Might have some good shallows, I don't know. Let's kick around and see what we can find. Looky here. I don't know if that's the whole tooth or just a shard. I guess we'll find out. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's just a shard, but it's fine. Okay. Alright, oh, there's some Osage oranges over there. What's that? What that is? That's, I think, flint. I think so. it's an artifact. Well, I don't know. We're going to have to clean that one up. Alright, what else can we find up here? Okay. Sorry. Got a little fall colors. A little bit of fall. Not much. See if we can score some fun glass. We always get down here. Look at boneyards and trenches. There's our little Osage oranges up there. I keep thinking I hear like chirps, like eagles wanting to sound off. Oh, hello. There's a curious little donut stone. Wow. That one's pretty cool. It looks like a lifesaver. It's actually kind of one of the most perfect hagstones I've found. I guess we'll see what else. I also kind of need to keep a time bearing too. Alright, it's about 9:45. That's definitely a tooth. Bison tooth. There's that cedar root. Oh. Wait a second. What the? What the? Hang on. That is not even staged. Sorry. I gotta get my breath here because that, folks, I think has worked. And that is a wild break. Wow. Yeah, I can kind of feel pressure flaking. That's a fine. Thank you, Jesus. Wow. Wow. Okay, I guess let's... Oh, there's a dragonfly. I wonder if I can zoom in on him. There he is. Dragonfly on October 22nd. Heck of a deal. Okay, folks, I didn't get a timestamp on this. I was walking up here, minding my own business. No, this is not even staged, not even a little bit, because, wow. Can you see it? And as always, thank you, Jesus. Wow. That's a nice little one. I have to break out the Overstreet, the little fishtail, kind of maybe jakey. It's a sweet little find. Thank you, Jesus. Hey. Hang on. Wow. Wow, there's like heart. Oh, is that the baldy? Hang on. Sorry, goodness gracious, let's try that again. I was going to try to, I was commenting like how this has all been cleared off and looks so pretty. And then there's an eagle flying in. He flew from the treetop. And unfortunately, my phone, oh my gosh, there's another enamel piece. Okay, this seems to be a popular theme today. Teeth and teeth shards. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I don't know where the eagle, he flew and landed in one of the trees. Sorry, wishful thinking. I see a splash of white, but I don't think that's our eagle. Wishful thinking. Ooh, speaking of wishful thinking. Oh my goodness, what is that? Yeah, gang. I think that might be a glower. Okay. I think that's just a branch versus an eagle head. Dang it. But we're starting to see some changes, though. Alright, let's get down here. I need to get timestamp too, because I think we might be flirting with 10 o'clock now. Okay, it's about 10:08. I'm slowly working my way back to the bridge. I got a few flakies, but check this out. Pausing. Okay. Look at this. It's a whole crawdad. I think he's alive. Yeah, he's alive. Hey there. Sorry, hang on. Gotta try to figure out how I can. There we go. Ooh, yay. Okay. Let's make you over here. There you go. Scoot. Scoot, scoot. There you go. You goofball. Okay. Yeah, I do need to get my way to the bridge. Sorry, I gotta be at work in less than 2 hours. Whew. But I don't know. My crawdad friend. I wish we'd see more eagles, but you know what? That's okay. I've seen a lot of them. I just, unfortunately, sorry gang, didn't get many of them on camera. Oh, hold on, what is that? Ooh, sort of pretty little, probably some sort of an agate, maybe. Alright, well, not quite ready for the send-off, so I'm just trying to figure out where we walk and clear next. Okay, it's 10:14, and that's a big debitage flake. I have to clean it up, but I imagine it's pinky. Yeah. And that too, I know it's a debate. A lot of people ask, do you clean your artifact finds or not? A lot of people say no. Pardon me. Got a little heartburn. So a lot of people say no. A swish in the river water should be good enough. A few others, you know, they said they might lightly clean it with a toothbrush. You know, me, myself, I like my artifacts clean. So I clean mine off with peroxide usually. And I guess, you know, to each is their own. I know some will argue that the patina staining on the artifacts give a, I don't know, kind of a authenticity or legitimacy on being an ancient find, I guess. I don't know. And it's, in conclusion, it's up to each individual and what they do with their flakies or artifacts or not. So, anyway, thank you for your time and attention to this matter. Okay, it's like 10:33-ish, give or take. Found a few flakies. Yeah, we are slowly making our way back. I guess I need to check Rivercast app, but even if they don't release, I've got to slowly start wrapping it up. Yeah. It won't take much for me to boot my computer up, but yeah. I've still got to walk all this, get to my car, and delicately pull it off the side of the road back onto the street. Yeah. Just about to shuck this orange hoodie. It's getting warm. Alrighty, well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and check Rivercast. take this hoodie off and tie it up with the other one. And then I guess we'll just see if there's any other last minute surprises. Or not. Again, not quite ready for the send-off though, so. I guess stand by. It's warm. Yeah. Alright. It's about 10:33. So we are making our slow walk and wade back to the bridge. And I gotta get in my car, make my itty bitty drive, and get home and fire up the work computer and all that good stuff. So, is that our Baldy? I don't know, it might be an Osage orange, but I see something that looks suspicious. I think y'all can see. A little white dot. That could be an eagle head. Oh well. Well, I am happy and grateful for all 205 of my subscribers. Thanks again to everybody who's joined up. I mentioned it's getting pretty warm. I bet you that is a bald eagle. Anyways, so again, appreciate you guys sneaking off with me. I appreciate you guys' time and support always. So let me kick around here. Until the next time, walk, video, post, heck, combination of all the above. Y'all just continue to be good. Take care of each other and take care of yourselves. Be good to yourself first and foremost. Ow! About to take myself out, but that is a very interesting looking little flaky. Okay. Yeah. So the dam did not release as of 10. Ooh, there's another flaky right there. I see that right there. Ooh. Yeah. Flaky flakies. So I guess I'm going to kind of kick around this little shallowy area because, yeah, got a lot of potential. As always, if I do find something last minute, I will throw it in and edit it in. And if not, then I don't know what my schedule will look like this afternoon, nor will I know what Call Dam's schedule looks like this afternoon as well. But, you know, if conditions cooperate, if I don't have any chores to do, I might sneak back out for a second trip. And there is a third flaky. Yay! Hi, howdy. And all kinds of last minute flakies, aren't you? Yeah? Sure enough, there's one right there, too. Heck of a deal. And there could be even some more. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to kind of slowly plod along here. If we find any other flakies, I'll throw them in too. If not, again, I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome, and stay tuned. This is Cap, and I'm fixing to sign off for real. Seriously. Laters. That makes a nice picture too.